can kill me, but you will never destroy me. It takes strength to resist the dark side.
Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
Are you kidding? Why the hell should I wait for you?
I know what it's like to try and rebuild a life. I had a bad day too, once.
If you're having nightmares, then welcome to the club. My name's Subaru Natsuki, and I am the Knight of Amelia.
Right now, all I can give you is just death.
It wasn't for you in particular.
You fought 100 men because it's not in your nature to run away.
If you are feeling disheartened, that you are somehow not enough, set your heart ablaze.
Well, this is a little bit embarrassing. Right before I decided to go live, or right as I was going live, as the trailer was playing, my camera decided it was going to be a jerk. So that's what I'm currently working on fixing right now, is getting my camera all back into working condition. There we go. Now you get to see my lovely face for the rest of the night. Hi, I am Crimson Law. Welcome to Animated Episode 27 tonight. I've got some interesting stuff to cover. Communists, Warner Bros., the new spring season of anime. Plenty of interesting stuff, plenty of fun stuff, plenty of things to talk about. So let me adjust my mic a little bit. Get a little closer to my face so I can hear it properly, so everything sounds right. Oh, man. Okay. I'm finally caught up on Attack on Titan, or caught up. I'm finally through Attack on Titan. I am done. And been able to catch up on a lot of the anime I've missed. Shangri-La Frontier, Delicious in Dungeon, finishing Frieren, which I will be doing a video on shortly. Let's see what else. Oh, The Dangers in My Heart. There's that one. Just finished that anime. It looks like whole thing's been done now. So we're good. I think we're all fully caught up on that. Which that series is just, it's good. I love it. Frieren as well. Not probably. In my opinion, it is the best anime of 2023. You don't get much better than a story like that. But I'll get into the details on that one when I actually do the video on it. Is there anything else I've watched? I got to start Tokyo Ghoul at some point soon. Because that was the one that was most voted on by the community poll. But we're going to move into some channel updates first. The big one is I have opened up a second channel that I'm going to move the gaming stuff over to. That'll be where I actually do the Monster Hunter streams. Maybe I'll start doing some other stuff like Ark as well, because I like Ark. I find it entertaining. I like to ride giant dinos and fight Sasquatch and Shelob. So yeah, I'm going to do all the non-anime stuff over on the other channel that will be that I'll be making a post for. I'm still setting some stuff up for that. Another one is I'm going to be slowing down a bit here. I'm going to be doing less pushing for the content grind. I'm going to be pushing less for the get a video out just about every day of the week. Try and maximize the content output, all that stuff. Yeah, I want to focus on a lot of other things. I do want to grow this channel. I want to focus on doing good videos on relevant subjects, rather than on just pumping out content. I want to add some value to what I do here. I want to actually make it worth your time instead of just saying all the things you probably heard already. Excuse me. So it may reduce the amount of content I actually put out, which will give me a little bit more time to focus on some of the other things I want to do in the background. I need to get back into spending more time on writing because I certainly haven't done enough of that lately. I need to do that way, way more. Finish up these projects that I've been wanting to work on. So I've been setting up a space to publish some short stuff. I might share that around once I actually get it all set up. But for now, these are all things I am working on. The content grind has been the most annoying part of it. Trying to like constantly pump out a video on top of having a proper job and chores and life stuff. And yeah, it's one of those things where I want some time at the end of every day after work to just not do any of this stuff. And I want to use or to not do YouTube, to not do work. I want some time to do that stuff so that I can get back into, enjoying my writing time, enjoying watching anime as a hobby, enjoying manga and comics and all that stuff. And hopefully that will give me some more time to make better videos because I feel like the last couple of reviews I did could have easily been much better, but I was like crunching myself for time trying to like keep up with deadlines that I set for myself, realizing that I'm not the greatest at video editing and that I need to learn some more. And that, I realized all that a while ago. This is just kind of reinforcing the fact that I definitely need to, be more serious about it, not be so half-assed. So yeah, that's what I'm working with. That's what I've been up to. That and 2 Helldivers sessions in the past 2 days, which has been fun. Helldivers is fun and addicting. Same with Ark, same with a lot of things. But how about we move into some of the relevant topics for the night, starting obviously with the most relevant, or not with the most relevant. Unfortunately, indie comics aren't the most relevant thing ever. But we're going to move into the thing I like to prioritize at the beginning of all of my streams, and that is indie comic highlight of the night. So this one I found is pretty freaking sick. Here we have Groken 3, science fiction graphic novel by Kenneth Rockefort out of Hurricane, USA. So this comic, obviously, like one of the things that I will always say whenever I pull up these comics is I like things that are like just out there, that are kind of weird, unusual. I don't know. It's a little bit of a personal taste of mine. I like things that are kind of unusual. And this fits that look. So if we scroll down here, we get created, written, drawn, colored, lettered, and edited by Kenneth Rockefort. So this dude is a one-man army when it comes to comics. That's awesome. I respect that. Because there are certain things that I just can't do myself that I would love to do, but I can't, like drawing. Because I have no talent when it comes to like the visual stuff. I can write. That's about it. And I don't really have the time to go and learn how to draw right now. It's going to take a long time in order for me to actually figure out how that's all going to work. Anyway, Groken is a graphic novel series of more than 48 full-color pages in the genre of science fiction and fantasy. This odyssey is set in a rotten era where myths were sadly forgotten and science corrupted the hopes of a brighter future, of a good tomorrow. Brighter future, good tomorrow, same thing. A singular theory makes the regiment shudder, and the system fears that the secret will be revealed and that the right to the crown will be claimed by the myth, a creature who bears the name of Groken. Born as a beast, forged as a man. So, they got their stretch goals here. Dr. E. Ignacio Gore trading card will be added to every order. Every backer will get an exclusive bookmark. It's pretty ambitious. Stretch goals. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I thought that was 17. No, that's $71,000. Jeez. Okay. So now we're going to move into some of the artwork for this thing, and it looks awesome. That is cover A. We move into cover B here. Like, I love all the detail work. Like, they are not, like, this guy is not just chilling out. Like, he is going all in. And here is the some interior pages here. And that is very busy. That is a lot of detail. Holy crap, is that an epic amount of work to make something like that. I love it. This fucking alien face sucker looking thing there. The designs on all these characters. I think these are some sketches. Oh, yeah. Mitographia, sketchbook 2. Okay, so he has the sketchbooks available of all of his artwork and stuff. Cover D for graphic novel 1, second print. Ooh, I like that. Interior pages from graphic novel 1. All of this looks good. So the concept is very interesting to me. This sort of like science fantasy-esque thing that's going on here. Very, very interesting. So what can you get? So 1 through 3 plus sketchbook 2 is $100. So you're getting 4 books. That puts each one at roughly $25. How can you just get, so okay, yeah. $25 right there for a single book. Not terrible when it comes to indie stuff. You probably pay a little less for a proper, not proper, like a mainstream industry comic of the same caliber. A graphic novel and not a floppy. But this guy's a one-man army, so we justify the fact that the price is higher by the fact that these guys don't have all the branding deals. They don't have all the same infrastructure support. And you can get all 3 books, number 1, 2, and 3, for $75. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to support. I am saving that one because I definitely want my hands on this. And if you're interested, Groken 3 over on Indiegogo. As of the time I am covering this, there's 50 days left. How you doing, Black? It looks good. I am thoroughly impressed with that one. Especially because it's one dude. I love his art style and the way everything looks, the premise. That is definitely a good book. I think it's worth it. But speaking of that, here's okay. As far as the pricing of indie stuff goes, there's two sides to it. Obviously, there's the side that it's more expensive than a normal comic book. For the same quality, you could get something from DC, or for the same number of pages, you can get something from DC or Marvel of a similar caliber for much less. Hell, you'll look at manga, something like Berserk, which this is just one of several books that I got this week. Volume number 8. Because I love this series. It is fan-fucking-tastic. I got a Berserk Deluxe volume for about $30. And that contains about 3 Tankobon volumes worth of Berserk story. Which I'm curious. Does it give me a page count? No. But this thing is feckin' huge, so. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is pretty fucking thick. It is thick. Chunky piece of work here. $30, about the same price as that $48 comic. And that 48 page comic. The difference is that Berserk comes from a company that has a lot of infrastructure built into their whole model. They have printing deals, they have shipping deals, they have a lot of people offloading the work and the price. Berserk can afford to sell it cheaper. That's why I can justify the price of an indie comic being much higher. Excuse me. Because even if you are paying more, you're paying more for some guy's like passion project. You're paying more to support some random dude instead of a corporation. That one dude isn't going to get printing deals. He has to, pay full price and all of that. He's not going to get the same rates on everything that a giant corporation is. So yes, indie comics will cost more, and I'm perfectly fine with that. These people got to make money for their work. And if you don't think it is damn hard work to produce some of this stuff, well, then you're fucking high. It's only 18 minutes in, and I've already started swearing. I'm not even drinking. Not anything alcoholic, anyway. So here's the deal. I'm going to move into some of the more anime type topics for tonight. And that's going to include some season 2 announcements. Share screen. The first of which I think I will go with is Oshinoko. So Oshinoko season 2, new key visual. So it will air in July this year. And obviously it's going to be over on High Dive, where it probably will be over on High Dive, where it aired the first time. And I'm just going to say that the visuals for this are looking pretty good. They're moving into a whole like production arc. And if you're not familiar with the story of this one, basically it follows the it is a anime about the entertainment industry and just how awful it actually is. Sorry about that. It basically covers how abusive it can be, how much hell it can be, how the people in it are affected by all the actions and stuff. Watch the first season. It's only 12 episodes on High Dive. And obviously, you can go other places if you really want to become a Straw Hat. But it's good. And I won't say much about it, about the first episode, even though it is very, very long, other than just get through the first episode. No matter how boring you think the middle of that first episode is, no matter how weird you find it, just get through the first episode all the way to the end, and the series changes drastically. I think it was a good idea to air the first episode as an hour and a half long. Because it covers a lot of material that's very, very necessary for what it does to be effective. But this here is our main character, Aqua. And he's kind of a douchebag, honestly. He's kind of a douchebag, but he's got this twin sister who has this aspiration to be an idol, like a pop singer and all that. So she's going to go do her thing. It is what it is. Sorry. I'm like stuffed up today. The next one that is going to be coming out here soon, or not coming out here soon, the next one that's been announced with the season 2 is Solo Leveling. So if you're not familiar with Solo Leveling, it is a Korean series, manhwa, about a dude. It's a power fantasy about a dude who suddenly, gets the ability to make himself the strongest man in the world. And it is pretty much just, oh, you think you're strong? Well, I'm stronger. Get bodied, idiot. And it's pretty much the story of Solo Leveling. Really not much more to say other than if you like good action, if you like power fantasies, it's worth a watch. But the final one that has been announced to have a season 2 is one that I think is a good contender for one of the best out of 2023. The Apothecary Diaries. So the Apothecary Diaries season 2 has a release date. No, it doesn't have a release date. It's going to be coming out in 2025. But they have confirmed that they are going to be doing a second season of the anime. It's actually pretty popular, and I never thought that a series that starts out being very focused on the politics of being a Chinese concubine was going to be as interesting as it ended up being. But this one focused enough on like the detective work that Mao has to get up to keep me interested in it. It actually made the whole thing more political intrigue and mystery than I was expecting it to be, like JoJo kind of stuff. It was a pretty pleasant surprise, honestly. I thought it was pretty good. And the first season is a full 24 episodes. So, proper full-length anime. Something that is absolutely worth a watch. Get rid of those so my PC doesn't lag as much. And I'm just kind of blitzing through that because there's quite a bit of stuff that I want to get through tonight. So we're going to move into some trailers for things that are going to be coming out here soon, or at least this year. And obviously the first one of them, actually, I don't know. What should I do? What should I do? You know what? Let's start with the ones that I actually haven't seen that have intrigued me. So let's go with this bad boy. Share a screen. So this is a movie called Dead Demons Dead Destruction. Because that's a fucking title. It's an absolutely insane title. I have not seen this. I didn't even know this had a trailer. I was aware that it was coming out. I did not know it had a trailer. Let's make sure the volume isn't cranked to max before I play this and blow everyone's ears out. Because that would suck. Let's go. Okay. It's going to be one of those kinds of series, huh?
あそこから母艦が現れ
I like the art style on it already, and like the animation style. So far, kind of weird, kind of goofy, but I do like the art style. It's a little bit different from the normal. It's a little more creative.
3年か
頑張れよ。
門出のように教師と一発やってみたいだけだと言ってくれれば。
These aren't even. That's the fucking subtitles for the song. Fuck me.
言ってねえし、バカ。
俺さ、見ちゃったんだ。奴らが人間のふりして社会に紛れ込んでるのかもしれない。
I'm sorry. What the hell was that? This person just like twisted their face back into.
紛れ込んでるのかもしれない。
I see. So, I mean, there's the giant fucking UFO thing out there, but what's that all about? Is this gonna give us some like random twist here? Or is this just gonna be some weird slice of life thing?
私たち大丈夫だよね。あ、なんだって。なんでもねえよ。
Okay, there we go. Lasers and stuff like that. Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense.
3名の死亡が確認されました。栗原希穂さん、18歳。
So I'm assuming that someone they knew just got killed in that. Ooh. Okay. So far, I don't know how to feel about it. I would probably like just watch this on a whim and give it a shot. But right now, there isn't anything that's super striking to me other than I like the fact that like other than I like the art style that they're using.
そうそうだ。もし何かが起きたとき、俺たち凡人は
Okay.
その時、最後まで希望を失わないためにはどうしたらいいと思う?
Is there going to be some sort of weirdness to this? Okay, lots of explosions so far. I'm really trying to figure out what the hell this is supposed to be about, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know what this is supposed to be about just by watching this trailer. Obviously, there's the issue of the aliens and all that, but like what's the point? How's it all intersect, huh? How's it all come together? I am very confused at this point. Hold on, let me pull that back. Pull that chair back up. There we go. Finish this out. Maybe it'll show us something that gives me a clue as to what the hell this is supposed to be. I'm still very confused as to what this is supposed to be about. So far, all I've got is like a couple of anime girls, some laser beams, massive explosions, and a dude who has like the top half of his face on like a mask, like he's a robot or something, twisting it back into position. I would have to find the frickin' description of that one, but I kind of expected some shenanigans when it was late, when the title was dead demons, dead destruction. What? You gotta love anime sometimes, man. You gotta love the medium because it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna move over to one that I actually do kind of know, and we're gonna go with Overlord. So they finally released us a proper trailer for. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Present, share screen, Overlord, the Sacred Kingdom. There we go. I thought I had pulled it up, but no. So here we have the movie for Overlord, the Sacred Kingdom. Finally, an official trailer. So this is something that I'm looking forward to because Overlord was pretty cool. Loud as fuck, sorry. Yeah, it looks like they're still relying pretty heavily on CGI for the monsters, but look, I will forgive it if you give me something good. In all honesty, CGI is not that bad. It's okay. I just prefer to see 2D animation. It's just very difficult for animators to do this much movement. Yeah, that's a scene. That is definitely a scene. Okay, so as far as Overlord is concerned, what's happening here pretty much, if you really want to know, is in the beginning of Overlord, Ainz encounters creatures called angels set loose by some knights who belong to the Holy Kingdom, as it's called. Now it looks like Ainz has decided he's going to launch a full-on assault on said kingdom. You're strong, it doesn't matter what you do. Some of the animation actually looks pretty good. Like this little section here. I do like the way that looks. Interesting. Okay, yeah, the rest of that is just... yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to getting this Overlord movie because I got into it when season 3 came out. I think it was season 3, or was it 4? How many seasons of Overlord are there? Oh, well, either way, generally the theatrical releases for anime, when they do like these sort of like canon movie stuff, pretty good. Like Mugen Train was good, Zero was good, some of the My Hero Academia movies have been good. This I expect to be pretty good. I am looking forward to what they're going to do with this. And I'm looking forward to more Overlord because obviously Overlord is... it's one of the like S tier isekais, okay? It isn't my favorite of the isekais, but it is one of the ones that I actually do have I do think transcends the genre quite a bit. It's one of the ones that people who even like don't like isekai will at least give a chance. And generally tend to like. Because it's a whole lot more like political intrigue and all that. It's a lot less of the normal harem bullshit that you get. A lot less of the idiocy of isekai. And it is much more like strategy and cunning, political maneuvering, all that kind of stuff. Actually good writing. taken seriously with proper world building, character development, all that. It's not just, oh, I've got a new power. Let me use this to save generic woman figure C and add her to my harem. No, there's actually some thought put into Overlord. And it's a creative take on the genre. One where it takes you into the world through the perspective of the villain, quote unquote. The conqueror, the big bad evil guy. I do recommend anyone who wants to try isekai that would be one of the first few that you watch. That Konosuba Shield Hero Season 1 was pretty good. Don't watch the rest of the seasons. There's a lot of issues with the way that series is written. Yeah. Moving on, because it's not anime unless you get some generic ass like waifu bullshit. We have one about a Russian chick, or at least a chick who speaks Russian. And I read one of the novels for this just because I was curious about the recommendation I got for it. And I decided that I'd keep an eye on it, but I wasn't particularly interested in reading any deeper than number 1. So this is Alia sometimes hides her feelings. And look, these romance titles tend to fucking blow, okay? They're the same as the isekai titles, like I got a cheat skill in another world, and now I'm unrivaled. And romance anime titles tend to be the very, very same way. Like, you rarely get some, like, clever ones. Like, Kaguya-sama Love is War is a clever one. The Dangers in My Heart, that's another clever title. But I'm not a fan of the ones that just, like, tell you everything about them. Fuck. And of course, it's the Japanese release, so it's not actually going to give us any fucking subtitles, but I can kind of fill you in on what's going on here. So basically, this chick is like half Russian, half Japanese or something like that. Her dad's like some Russian corpo. Either way, she is all like, follow the rules, do your best, try your hardest. And she's a hard ass on this guy who is an absolute slacker and doesn't want anything to do with putting effort into it. He sleeps through class and all of that, but the truth is the dude's actually the dude's probably one of the smartest people in the whole thing. And used to put in a lot of effort into everything he did and just cut it short. So you're a communist now, huh? Anyway, continuing on. But basically, she started like watching this guy because he's slacking off. He's not doing a whole lot. And eventually, develops this whole crush on him, but she's too shy to fucking say it herself. So she says everything to his face in Russian, not realizing that this guy can also speak Russian. He's multilingual. I told you, he's intelligent. He used to put a whole lot of effort into things, but just gave up on life. For reasons unknown to me, because I only read one novel of this series. And the whole time he's pretending like he doesn't understand what she's saying when she makes these comments in Russian, because he's afraid to just absolutely like embarrass her. And the whole time he's talking about how much he thinks it's hot. This is one of those like random like kawaii bullshit anime that I figured I'd at least give a try because the premise is somewhat interesting, but I don't expect it to be the most amazing thing, and it already feels pretty generic, like the music in the background. I wonder if they're going to show any of the other characters. Okay, when they transition into Russian, it actually sounds like they're doing pretty good with that. So at least they're doing that. They're not half-assing it. Interesting. Is there anything else to know about this? Ooh, wait. Oh, okay. So that's going to be coming out in July. Got it. Nice. So this is going to be a summer anime. Let me minimize this and we'll transition into the last one. So yeah, that's going to be like, look, I'll be honest. I did not expect this one might be one that takes me by surprise. I'm going to look into it just because I have some familiarity with the series. But it's one of those ones where I expect maybe it'll be okay, maybe not. The Dangers in My Heart, I didn't expect to like that as much as I did, but it ended up being one of the better romance anime in a long time. I think a lot of them tend to suffer from like repetitiveness, much like the isekai genre does. Speaking of isekai, the next one's going to be an isekai. There we go. Switch that over. But that one could take me by surprise. It could be better than I'm expecting. I don't see it being hyper amazing, though. It might just kind of like... It might steal some popularity, but I don't expect it to be huge. This one, however, is the one I've been saving for the last of all these trailers because this is the one I'm most excited about and the one I expect to get a lot of attention this year, alongside Konosuba, which just came out tonight. So I'm going to watch that when I'm done. I am definitely looking forward to that. All right, let's where are we? Pull this up. Let's get this going. Let's get this show on the road. This is ReZero Season 2, ladies and gentlemen. Season 2. Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. The thing that all us ReZero fans have been waiting for an eternity. And boy, am I excited for this. I like how they're starting off with the creepy music already. And they're showing just like the beginning of, was it book 18 or 19? Where Subaru is doing all his training and shit. Yeah, Subaru does have an off-screen training arc where he does make some improvements to himself. It's a good thing for him. Either way, moving on. When are we going to get to the part that like really sets this series apart? Because like the creepy music fits the overall aesthetic of it, but you wouldn't judge by looking at this trailer. You wouldn't be able to tell by looking at this trailer just how fucked some of this story is. And like waifu character going on here. Are we doing all right? Oh, it froze up. Did it freeze up, really? Fuck. How much did I miss of that? Come on! Why are you gonna do this to me? My internet's shite. Okay. Anyway. You wouldn't be able to tell from this just looking at this trailer, but there's a lot of gore and bloodshed in this one. And they're playing all the creepy, like dramatic music, the tense stuff. While showing all these like waifu characters and all these like clown characters and all that. Like it all looks so goofy, but you get to the actual story content and it is dark. If you're unaware of all that. So they're showing some relevant stuff, like all of the candidates. Yeah, Reinhardt and oh god, Albateran. I think that's what his name was. It's been a while since I've read some of these books. I'm like 3 behind now. This guy, Al. Reinhardt and Al are in this season. There's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be going down with those two characters, particularly because this whole thing is about to turn into like an all-out war. The bitch. The more annoying Loli character. The one who acts like a ditz the whole frickin' time. So far, they've done nothing but show the royal selection candidates and all of their party. Subaru Auto, all that stuff. Come on, get to the part that like is actually interesting, please. Yeah, so Garfield and Reinhardt meeting for the first time. Oh yeah, Wilhelm's in this. Here we go. We actually get to see Sirius Ramnikanti. Shit. The Archbishop Sirius. Absolute fucking psycho she is. And a pain in the ass her power is. Okay, I'm still curious as to like how well they're going to do the animation in this, because ReZero has delivered some pretty good animated fight scenes, but the most intriguing part of it is all of the gore and death and stuff that you get out of an anime that looks as cute and cuddly as this. Ricardo. Ah, yes. The king of the douchebags himself. Regulus Corneus. And this is one of the things I'm really looking forward to is everything that this guy is involved in. Because holy crap, is he a piece of work. Gluttony. So they have Gluttony, Greed. She's Wrath, I believe, for the Sin Archbishops. Using some of the sound effects here, huh? Yeah. More random bullshit, and I really wish I didn't have to see this character. That's a dude, by the way. That's a dude. It's a dude in a dress. If I had alcohol, I'd take a big old drink right now, thinking about that. And of course, creepy fucking human transmuter loli chick, whose whole design was censored, which personally I understand. Trust me, that is a censored design. I'm kind of a little bit glad though, because broadcast laws probably wouldn't allow. It wasn't like full on nude or anything, but it was definitely way more revealing than that. October this year. Nice. Fall anime. All right, I will take it. Look, I was hoping to get it maybe a little bit sooner, but I will take fall. So, one of the big draws for ReZero for me is the fact that like It looks all like bright and happy and cute and stuff, but the whole story is very dark. And I like those kinds of twists. You take something that's normally like, it looks all happy and nice and fun, and you throw some crazy take into it, like stuff like Magic Girl Apocalypse. That's like right up my alley. Or Go Go Loser Ranger, where you take seinen, Sentai, not seinen. You take Sentai characters and you put them into like a seinen anime style thing. Power Rangers meets the boys. I might be sick in the head, but I do enjoy those kinds of like contradictory tone and look. That's why it's partly why ReZero is one of my favorite stories that I have found in the isekai world. That is all the trailers. I would show some more, but there are other things that I want to get to, particularly with the fact that let me pull it up here. There are some commies wanting to do commie things. This is the article. So, the Japanese Communist Party encourages members to report fan service manga to the UN. Like, god damn it, the communists can't let anything be fucking free. Not even the nipples. You'd think they'd be all for it, but apparently, having attractive characters in a series is a bad thing. Let's get into this. So, the Japanese Communist Party has reportedly created a secret report form to spread amongst its members in order to report young adult manga to the United Nations. So, if you're not up to date on the terminology here, what they mean by fan service manga, generally you're looking at something kind of bordering ecchi. You may be looking at something that's like a bit revealing. But you can pretty much sum it up as commies don't like it when you show some booba. Which, look, they must all be gay because even gay men like tits. There's something wrong in your head if you don't like tits, okay? Boobs are amazing. So, where was I? Japanese Together blogger Misato Nakayama reported finding the form as a QR code in the Shimbun Akahata, the daily newspaper for the Japanese Communist Party, the JCP. The form asks questions such as whether convenience stores carry adult magazines, the names manga magazines that carry seinen titles for young adult men, such as Young Animal, which serialized Berserk. If you have a problem with Berserk showing titties, no. Bad. No. Look. This is the greatest manga ever written. You can fight me on that, okay? And look, if you are treating Berserk like porn, you are reading the wrong fucking manga, dude. That is some fucked up shit to get off to. Like, you got a problem with the fact that Berserk shows the total brutality of the world that, Guts lives in? What the hell is... You're cutting a whole lot of the impact of that series out if you do that. Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a rant here, and we're going to get back to the article. So, this push to vilify anime and manga appears to partially contradict the party statement in 2021, where the JCP affirmed their alleged commitment to free expression, but had reservations about how women were portrayed in creative works. So, basically, they're acting just like they do here in America. These sort of... I don't like political labels on this channel, but these sort of leftoid, self-contradictory people. You see it a lot here in America, where people will spew about how like women should be able to dress however they want, they should be able to do whatever they want, sex work is real work, all that kind of stuff. And they will turn around and get really pissed off when you have a fan servicey game like right over here, Stellar Blade. where you have a chick with a nice ass as your main character, or when manga and anime decide to, use sex appeal as a way to market. I don't like it when you actually, appreciate the feminine form. And I'm not going to get into that whole argument right now. It's just, it baffles me that so many people decide they want to throw hands over that kind of stuff. It's a self-contradictory statement to say that, well, you can't have fan service in an anime or in a project at all. But yeah, definitely pay $5 for my booty hole pics on OnlyFans. What's even more surprising is in 2010, all 8 JCP Assembly members, all 8, voted against a bill that would restrict freedom of expression. But a lot can change in 14 years. Yes, a lot has changed in 14 years, particularly with the popularity of anime. In trying to provoke the United Nations into commenting on Japan's policy of free expression, it's evocative of the Vice hit piece on Japanese media, which conflated fan service in manga and anime with child abuse. Yeah, that whole fucking piece of work documentary they did, they basically took like anything that was like slightly fan servicey, and portrayed it as images of kids, is what they wanted to convince you that it was. That it was adult material containing kids, which it is not. Okay, they wanted to convince you that everyone who was in the anime and manga industry were PDF files, which they are not. So after Japanese social media users discovered the secret poll, some pointed out the irony of a historically repressed political party wanting to use their authority to restrict freedom of expression. You can find a screen cap of a tweet thread discussing the JCP forum below. So the Japanese Communist Party is telling its voters to report seinen manga to adult magazines to the United Nations. So yeah, a few comments on this though. It's very in line for communists to try and do this stuff, to try and control literally every aspect of your life. Do you know why? Commies are authoritarians by nature. And the large majority of them don't actually care. They just care about themselves and what power they can grab at. That, or they are deluded into thinking that this is for the betterment of the world. All right. In contrast to the JCP's goal of censoring manga and anime, Japanese politician and manga artist Ken Akamatsu has been an outspoken proponent of free speech and expression in Japan. He's best known for his work as the creator Love Hina and Negima. Most recently, Akamatsu discussed his campaign pledge to protect artists and shared concerns that international pressure could lead to censorship in Japan. Yes, we're talking about localizers here. This is the guy who has been opposed to localizers, and good on him. Akamatsu is a member of Japan's Liberal Democratic Party. It's very interesting because there has been a lot of attention on Japanese media now. I am going to minimize this. One of the most prominent in the media right now has been here in America with localizers in our industry. There are plenty of people here who would like to see this stuff censored. Why? Because they're the same people who have ideologies that align with our entertainment industry. The way you see people like altering faces and characters, the way Aloy got nerfed from Horizon 1 to Horizon 2. Excuse me. I don't know what it is about like good looking female characters in art, but they just don't like it. They can't stand it. They can't stand it. They can't stand it no more. And it's getting kind of annoying because now they're reaching across the border. They're going completely contradictory to their idea that there's freedom of expression and multiculturalism, and they're trying to make everything one homogenous blob of boring. They don't like the fact that manga is kicking their ass. Is probably the big issue. Manga and anime have pretty much become one of the dominant forms of entertainment in recent times. And now, of course, Japan's facing internal pressure. They've had feminists complain about they used Uzaki-chan as a mascot for blood drives because people fucking love Uzaki. Here in the States, the meme is that she is basically Abigail Shapiro in anime form. Short stack with huge fucking tits. Anyway, feminists in Japan complained about Uzaki's chest being way too big. Same here in America. And you know what the creators of that series did? When their season 2 dropped, they made their trailer mocking those people. So this pressure has been around for quite some time for them to change. And with money pouring in, there is a little bit more leverage that localizers and these people who want to see this stuff censored have over creators. I mean, there are clips out there. I could probably dig them back up. I've covered them on my channel before of localizers bragging about how they could use monetary incentives to hold sway over other creators and make them alter their designs. Look at Stellar Blade, though. The moment the two feminist hirees in that company started voicing complaints about the way Eve looked, they got kicked out. And then they went on their whole, this is discrimination kick. And it made the whole game blow up. And now people bought it just to spite them, which, stupid idea. Don't buy a game just out of spite. Don't do shit out of spite. It's not a good motivator. Because you'll end up regretting a lot of decisions that you make out of spite. But if you really do like the game, go buy it. I see a lot of people talk about it being a good game, actually. Double A for the win. Helldivers, hell yeah. I'm just throwing in as many buzz terms as I can. Anyway, where was I going with this? So now there is internal pressure in Japan to do this stuff too. Which is sad because they've been doing a lot of good entertainment lately. Anime has risen in popularity largely because of two factors. One, anime is good. Two, all other entertainment sucks in comparison. Except for AA gaming. I didn't mute myself for that. Sorry, I apologize if that was awful. I should have muted myself for that, but I am facing a little bit of stuffiness right now. So it's funny to me to see that, of course, people who would be on the left would be opposed to this. It just kind of goes into the whole double thing. More and more you find this kind of stuff on all sides, honestly, which is partly why I've been so disillusioned with a lot of this shit. But that's getting into politics that I don't want to cover on this channel because politics is divisive. I don't want to be divisive. I don't want to be the center of any sort of political battleground. I just want to cover anime and stuff. So we're going to continue moving along with all the anime shit. We're going to share this instead. Because speaking of the West and anime, I fucking killed that. I pressed the wrong button and didn't share the screen. So Warner Bros. Expanding to 10 plus anime series per year. So obviously they have their Suicide Squad anime coming out, which gives me some interesting thoughts about how they could be moving into licensing out more IPs into anime, which would be cool. If we got a Batman anime, I'd be at least somewhat interested. But here, Warner Bros. Is going to be doing their thing. So, Warner Bros. Is looking to expand their anime production in a big way, with the media giant aggressively wanting to release double digits each year. So, the Asian Pacific branch of Warner Bros. Discovery is planning on expanding its investment and production in Japanese animation to over 10 series per year. I kind of see why they're doing this. One, anime is super popular, like I said, and Warner Bros. Needs money. They need something to pop the fuck off right now. They need the help, bro. They are struggling. So obviously, trying to move my mic a little bit closer to myself, adjust things there, so I can sit a little bit more comfortably while I read the rest of these out. So we have a Japanese anime studio, which has been producing 5 to 10 anime series per year. Over the last few years, James Gibbons, Warner Bros. Discovery president of Asia Pacific, said, "We've approved expansion to take that to more than 10 series per year." Cool. That's pretty sick. In operation since 2011, WB Discovery Asia Pacific has... If this could stop shifting around. I need an ad blocker. I don't know why I'm not using one yet. In operation since 2011, WB Discovery Asia Pacific has helped bring over 80 anime titles ranging from high-quality anime, live action, and featured movies. These include popular IPs like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Record of Ragnarok, and more. I have not seen either of... Well, I've seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I didn't really care for it. Just a personal preference. I didn't like it. Part 4 was all right. It was kind of one of those shows that I ended up enjoying just because I thought it was dumb. Record of Ragnarok, not really interested in that one. We've sold them to third parties. That has been one of the metrics, and they are doing very well. Okay. And so, because we see the appeal of the category, we are expanding it. Anime is one of the best ways to reach the 18 to 30-year-old audience, which is incredibly elusive. Well, yeah, because you keep pumping out garbage, and our generation is kind of sick of it. Globally, albeit not in every market, but certainly in the US, parts of Europe, and Latin America, we've got a strong anime audience. It's worth pointing out both JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Record of Ragnarok have been on Netflix and consistently remain in their top 10 global releases. Interesting. Their most recent upcoming release, Suicide Squad Isekai, is an original anime based on characters from DC Comics. This is what I'm talking about when I say I think there's a little bit of hope to see DC license out some of their stuff, like the Justice League and all of that, into like anime productions. They've already done it with Ruby. They are sampling it here with the Suicide Squad Isekai. I would like to see I would have liked to see just a straight up Suicide Squad anime, not a Suicide Squad Isekai. I'm still going to watch that show because it looks goofy as fuck, but I think it's their test run for doing more of this stuff, because Ruby Ice Queendom was kind of received okay. I think a lot of people shit on it because it wasn't the original Ruby, and the people who like the original Ruby are like staunch defenders of it. They want their Volume 10. That's just not going to happen now that Rooster Teeth is gone. Anyway, produced by Wit Studio, who did the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan, which is awesome, and Warner Bros. Japan, it follows notorious DC villains Harley Quinn, Deadshot, and more. The premiere is set for July in Japan and later in the year for global audiences. Gibbons added, there is Japanese anime that comes from original IP, but there's also anime that come from elsewhere. And we're looking at our DC universe. Okay. They're not stupid. They could do something really cool with this. We can take these characters and reinvent them in the world of anime. It's probably just a typo that broke my brain, which is not straightforward because you have to do it the right way. You have to work with the right studios and make it happen to build your fan base. Look, this is what I've been saying. Warner Bros. And DC have this opportunity. And it started with Ice Queendom, and now with Suicide Squad Isekai. The Suicide Squad Isekai, I do have my complaints about. But I like the concept. I like the thought behind it. It looks like it's going to be something goofy, something entertaining, something that I would definitely watch. As to the quality of it, who knows? I don't like that they are going with the more modern Harley Quinn design. I like the older one, the one that originated in Batman the Animated Series. But at least their rendition of it still looks good. So we'll see how this plays out. If they're smart, they'll just get someone who actually writes good. They'll take something like The Long Halloween or Under the Red Hood, and they will do like or The Dark Knight Returns. They'll take properties like that and they'll just do like an animated series. Like they'll do 12 episodes of an anime like that. Take shit like that. You can do it with Superman, with Wonder Woman, with The Flash. You could get a lot of eyes on it. The issue is, are you going to do the characters right, the way people want them? Because right now, the way the characters are being treated, not a lot of people are super interested in that. So we'll see. I would like to see some more of this kind of stuff without the isekai thing. Yes, it is being done by Wit Studio, written by Tape Nagatsuki. Both really good choices. Tape Nagatsuki being the creator of ReZero, one of the best isekais you will find out there. One that really appeals to me because, like I said earlier, when we were watching the trailer for season 3, it looks cute, it looks happy and fun, but it is gore, death, and violence the whole way through. ReZero is pain in all the best ways. And Wit Studio, they have a pretty good track record with Attack on Titan the first 3 seasons. Woo boy! I really think Mappa fucked up the 4th. But yeah. All in all, that gives me a little bit of excitement. Although Warner Bros. Is still Warner Bros. And their propensity to really just fucking drop the ball on all sorts of shit is unparalleled. Somehow they always roll a 0 on like the saving roll. It's a straight up miracle that they can do that. I feel better now. It's a miracle that DC can make so many fucking flops that they can just absolutely fail as much as they do. But hey, Aquaman did well because a lot of women wanted to see Jason Momoa with his shirt off. Now, I was going to do this article about how Tim Bruce was jealous of Morbius being able to show blood in Spider-Man, but he wasn't able to make an episode where Batman was turned into a vampire in the animated series. But I don't really think I want to get into that because I don't really have a whole lot of commentary I can add on it. It's just kind of something I would read out. And if I don't have thoughts of my own to share on it, it's not worth it. So I'm going to move into the last little section of the night. And that is scrolling through all the spring anime that are going to be coming out this year. Fuck, I hate ads. That's it. I'm getting an ad blocker. Okay, you know what? Sorry, Annie List. I am going to go find a different website to use this because there are way too many ads there. Where is... I know... Oh, I'm looking in the wrong section. And my anime list. Let's go here. Let's go anime, seasonal anime, and we can pull up the spring selection. And we will move right on into that. I have a mouse. I don't need to use my scroll pad on my laptop to do all this. What am I doing? Share screen. So here we go. Some of the biggest ones right off the bat. So, return of another great isekai that is out tonight. Episode 1 of Konosuba comes out. There will be 11 episodes this season. Great. It is an isekai parody. It is a load of laughs. I love this series. Obviously, Demon Slayer returns for season 4. Look, Swordsmith Village and Hashira Training suck as arcs. They do. Now, you're going to learn some about sun breathing and all that stuff, the history of the world and all that in this season. But you're not going to get a whole lot of good stuff. It's just going to be a lot of development. You're not going to get a whole lot of cool action scenes. However, what comes after this? What comes after this is the best part of the series. Okay? Nothing gets better. Like the end of the series after this is Infinity Castle. Infinity Castle is awesome. And then we have that time I got reincarnated as the slime season 3. I was never really a huge fan of this. It's okay. I give it like a 7, but I do not see all of the hype behind it because it's still very kind of like generic isekai stuff. Like, yeah, it has a cool like nation building thing. It has some very interesting implications in the world, but I just can't get past the idea of like the whole skill thing. It kind of irks me at times. Here we have Jobless Reincarnation, Season 2, Part 2. This one I'm particularly looking forward to because, well, it's Jobless Reincarnation. It's one of the best isekais. It is a great fantasy. I own the first season in Blu-ray, and I want to do a rewatch of it because, oh boy, this one is great. I love it. It's so much fun. It's got great world building, great use of magic. It's very in-depth. Yeah. My Hero Academia Season 7. All right. I mean, this one will draw eyes because it's popular, but I feel like there's a lot of issues with My Hero Academia that have caused it to lose some steam. It's still an entertaining series, though. I wish I could get more Vigilante Deku. That's what I want. More Vigilante Deku. I don't Misfit of Demon Academy 2 Part 2. Didn't watch that one. Kaiju number 8. Now, this isn't a returning one. This is a brand new one. Kaiju number 8. This is another one I'm looking forward to. It's probably just going to be kind of like a power fantasy thing. But do you like monsters? Do you like dudes fighting monsters with big-ass guns and super powerful weapons? Well, then this might be the series for you because that's all it is about. It is literally just dudes with super suits and awesome weapons fighting kaiju the whole fucking time. Data Live 5. I don't watch that series, so I won't comment on it. It never really interested me. Spice and Wolf. Apparently, a lot of people love this, and they've been waiting for this to get the remake. So, we'll see how it goes. Irregular Magic High. I have mixed feelings about that one. I hear a lot of people say it sucks. A lot of people say it's mid. A lot of people say it's great. I don't know how to feel about that one. I've not watched it. Laid Back Camp Season 3. I've seen this all over the place. I've seen memes about it, about the dogs. girls love. Definitely won't watch something like that. This is what I was talking about earlier. Go Go Loser Ranger. This is another one that I'm really looking forward to because it's like Power Rangers meets the boys. So all the Power Rangers are actually like bad guys pretending to be good guys. And they have all like their evil organization are all hired by the Power Rangers in order to pretend to be evil so that they can kill them and look like heroes. It's fucked up. So 13 years ago, a nefarious monster army invaded the Earth, but humanity's greatest protectors, the Dragon Keepers, defeat them in a single year. Every Sunday since, the monsters have been forced to act out humiliating defeat after humiliating defeat in front of the unsuspecting public. Determined to change this, a single monster, D, infiltrated the Ranger force with the help of the mysterious Ranger Yumeko Suzukiri. D managed to seize one of the divine artifacts, the only weapon capable of permanently killing the monster's immortal bodies. However, D's subsequent encounter with the Dragon Keepers led to his unfortunate end. So, who will stop them now? Go, go, loser ranger. Let's keep moving on. So, Condition Called Love. Shoujo, not for me. Sound Euphonium. I don't know much about that. Black Butler, haven't watched it. Windbreaker, don't know what that's about. It's a delinquent series. Not interested in delinquent stuff, especially after Tokyo Revengers left an awful taste in my mouth. Unnamed Memory. What is this? My wish as champion is for you to descend. He hopes her incredible magic can break a curse that will kill any woman he takes for wife. Kind of sounds like the Duke of Death and his maid kind of thing. This looks like one of the dumb ones of the season. So, Grandma and Grandpa turn young again. So it's basically just an we're young again kind of romance. Okay. All right, that's interesting enough. It's a web manga. All right. That makes a whole lot of sense. That comes out in a few days here, April 7th. Just about a week. Now, this one is a manga I've actually been reading that I've very much enjoyed. Mission Yozakura Family. And pretty much the premise here is that this guy right here, the red-haired one, he's just a normal ass dude, but everyone else in his childhood friend is apparently like a part of a spy family. Not that kind of spy family. And her older brother is a total fucking siscon. It's been very entertaining. It's Spy Family, but way, way over the top and gimmicky. It's very tropey as compared to Spy Family. A lot less about the romance and more about the action. So I like it a little bit more. Really long fucking title probably means it's mid. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the longer the title, the lower the score. Berserk, 10 out of 10. This, I was reincarnated as the Seventh Prince, so I could take my time. Probably not that great. Bartender, Glass of God. Bartender, Glass of God. This one has me a bit intrigued. Ooh, it's seinen. Because it could be cool. God's Game We Play. Why is this labeled as... Oh boy, why is this labeled as ecchi? High stakes game, strategy game. Okay, interesting. An Archdemon's Dilemma. How do I love your applied? Okay, cutesy fantasy anime. It's probably going to be one of the ones you just sit down, grab a blanket, and just fall asleep to watching because it's nice and relaxing. Chilling in another way. Yeah, look, if an isekai has the word cheat in it, you can generally assume it's not going to be that great. And if it has the words in another world, probably also not going to be the greatest. Oh, speaking of which, the Duke of Death and His Maid Season 3. There we go. I've never heard of that one, so I can't speak about it, but another very, very long titled isekai. If you like isekai, you'll probably like some of those, but I tend to be a little bit pickier. I'll give them all a shot, but like, I don't know, the C tier and below are just hard to watch. The ones with the really long titles. Blue Archive, the animation. I don't know. The banished former hero lives as he pleases. Okay, another one of these types of fantasy anime. Jellyfish can't swim. Follows a girl who spends her night wandering Shibuya, a place overflowing with identity, unable to become anyone. The girl's life begins to change following a special encounter. The New Gate Re-Monster. That's an isekai that focuses on the main character being a goblin who just wants to eat a ton of shit. It's about as simple as I can keep it to sum that up. Another isekai. The Many Sides of Voice Actor Radio. Ooh, this one. This one seems good. Fable is a legendary hitman who has completed numerous jobs for a variety of clients. After concluding his latest assignment, the number of people he has recently killed becomes too high, and Fable is ordered by his boss to lay low for a year. He has suggested that having to adapt. Okay, that's got to be wrong. Adapt to life as an ordinary citizen might prove a valuable experience for his future work. Fable is to be accompanied by the woman who acts as his driver, and the two of them will assume new identities as siblings. However, their boss warns them that they will both face a deadly punishment if Fable kills anyone during this time off. Thus begins Akira and Yoko Sato's joint 1-year sabbatical from the underworld. This thing looks like it's going to be freaking great. A comedy, a seinen comedy about a killer who's not allowed to kill anymore. I love it. I am so looking forward to when this drops because everything about it just screams amazing. My apologies if any of that got caught in the mic. That's So studio apartment, good lighting, angel included. Okay, comedy, romance, supernatural, harem, mythology. Okay, so it seems like it's gonna be. I'm not a fan of the harem stuff. Vampire dormitory, okay. Boys love. Definitely not into that. Viral hit. YouTuber streamer. Yu Hobian's high school days are filled with humiliation and abuse. His troubles don't end there, though. Outside the school, Hobian enslaves away at a part-time job. He accidentally spills ramen on the cameraman. The next morning, it is revealed that the camera from the stream had been recording the two boys' entire embarrassing fight. Okay. Is this like a Korean one? I'm very confused. But basically, two dudes get in a fight and they realize that they can make a ton of money off of staging fights between each other. Okay. I'm not really interested in whatever this is. Looks like... Okay, it's an original. High Speed Etiole. Okay. Another sports anime that I don't care of. We're getting down into some real things, some things that I don't see, that I haven't ever heard of. Okay. I think we're at about the bottom. Oh, ONAs. Okay, what's going on? Hanamabaki. Saint Seiya. Interesting. There's a new Saint Seiya project. Rising Impact, another golf anime. A very hyper gay looking anime. Very, very, very gay looking. Okay. Bocchi the Rock movie, Code Geass, movie, Look Back, Trapezium. Okay, is there anything? Tells the story of Gary. This could be interesting. On her quest to find her mother in the human world. Okay. So it's going to just be like one of those sort of adventure series. Ooh, Gintama in the theaters, huh? Interesting. Huh? Oh, I guess that's it. So that's literally everything that's going to be available. So yeah, there's some pretty good stuff in there. I'm looking forward to Fable. I'm looking forward to what are some of the other ones? I know it kind of got like weird. So this Fable, I think that one's gonna be pretty good. Remaster, I guess I'll give a try, but I don't have high hopes for it. Bart Ender, I guess I'll give a try, but I don't know what to expect. Mission Yozakura Family, I do look forward to that one. Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young again. That's probably just going to be like a mid-grade, like decently entertaining romance series. I guess it'll be okay. Unnamed Memory, that might be interesting. Go Go Loser Ranger, definitely excited for that one. Kaiju number 8, totally excited. Mushoku Tensei, absolutely excited. Demon Slayer, I kind of look forward to, just so we can get past this part. Konosuba, watching the first episode tonight. Because it's out. Apparently. It says not until April 10th, but I literally just saw... Maybe I was mistaken. I just saw it available on another site. Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? Is this like a random recap anime? Oh, so it actually is a full it actually is a proper episode. That's cool. Okay. Cool. Okay, I think that's about everything I wanted to hit tonight. I got to cover some of the new anime. I got to cover some of the news. We did our indie comic highlight, so I'm probably going to wrap it on that because I have other things that I would like to do. If you enjoyed this, I would ask that you consider hitting the like and subscribe button because those magic little buttons do really help me. I'd appreciate the support. And I hope you all have a good night because I've certainly enjoyed this. I'm having fun. And I would like to do more of this. I'd like to continue doing this, but I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop it. I hope you all have a good one. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Happy Easter. If you don't celebrate, well, happy Easter anyway, because I like to share the joy with everyone. That's just how we do it. We're communists when it comes to happiness. Everyone's allowed to have some. So that said, good night.